So. Ja, und dann herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Runde GreedFall, Folge 9. Beim letzten Mal haben wir nach einem Heilmittel für das Malikor gesucht. Wir sind dabei auf eine Dame gestoßen, die verfolgt wird und quasi deswegen weggerannt ist. Dann von einem Spion der Brückenallianz angeschossen wurde. Und wir denjenigen zur Strecke gebracht haben. Die Dame zum Glück heilen, beziehungsweise retten konnten. Dann haben wir noch einen der Drahtzieher von diesem Phantomlager-Dings da zur Strecke gebracht. Haben dabei witzigerweise mit der Inquisition zusammengearbeitet, nachdem wir die Inquisition kurz vorher aufgedeckt hatten, dass die Thelem quasi, dass der vermeintliche was auch immer, Kritiker, Schöpfer, was auch immer, zu den Gottheiten der Eingeborenen gebetet hat. Sich sogar mit ihnen verbündet hat, mehr oder weniger. Und das fanden die nicht so witzig. Das Ganze haben wir auch der gemäßigten Gruppe da weitergegeben. Und ja, das war so ein wesentlich, was wir in der letzten Folge gemacht haben. Und wir haben jetzt hier nur noch ich sehe gerade, wir haben hier, ich habe jetzt Jura hier in einer Sidequest.
Karans, I need to talk to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mind shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Natürlich, und
Of
das machen wir auch
course. Let's
gleich.
go.
Befrage die Missionare zur Vereinbarung, die sie mit Königin Platnit getroffen haben. Machen wir das doch gleich mal. So. Wenn wir schon mal eine Quest so vorgeschlagen bekommen, kann man das auch gleich machen. Ich suche gerade die Möglichkeit. Hier ist eine Möglichkeit der Schnellreise. Wie wir da hinkommen. Ja. Was wäre denn hier?
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such eagerness. Do you want to hear the word of Saint Matthias and
Nein.
come into the light?
Not really, Father. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bladnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditions. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Valristal. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
Natürlich glaube ich mit denen kein Wort. In den gravierten Stein. Herrje. Ist der sonst wo? Müde. Kann ich aber gleich das Lagerfeuer dann zum Glück benutzen? Na mein Gott. So.
A bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
So. Bin ich hier unten?
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Come and taste
Use my saber.
Ja. Nee, Satanschuhe. Und dass sie sich hier rumtreiben.
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stones speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises always learn. Those who want to seal a promise tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Okay. Jo, dann gehen wir da mal hin.
Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Ich suche die Werkstatt. Das ist ja komisch.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down.
Ah, da wollte aber wahrscheinlich wieder was vertuschen.
Sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
Someone went through this workshop like a tornado.
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas, Donkas's clan. He is the respected leader of the village of Vegigedo. Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vegigador and we'll find out.
Oder machen wir das? Jetzt kommen wir wahrscheinlich dann noch da hoch. Ja, da konnte man nämlich vorher nicht hin. Brauche ich nicht, macht da noch Platz. Was sind diese Reisedinger jetzt wieder? Okay. So. Dann schauen wir mal.
and see me. Bertir Tumad, thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaigse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees. But they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Ja, das machen wir später. Das war die Sidequest hier, oder? Ist hier eigentlich das Markieren hier? Das wissen kann ich mir gar nicht sicher, deswegen mache ich es mal kurz. So.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaigse. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugaid Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were on Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here on Almanawi?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well. Is there anything else?
What can you tell me about your clan?
We are the Beraig Nodas, the bearers of lifeblood. We earned this name by bringing the trees and the earth back to life, by restoring balance.
There are a lot of Onol Manawi here.
It is true. We were already healing the earth before the bond existed. The bond just made us better. Many of us have chosen to follow this path because we are proud of our role amongst our brothers. Our village is home to the largest amount of Donegada, along with maybe Vishkadir. Is there anything else?
What do you think of the settlers from the continent?
I think they behave like naughty, unruly children. They take what they want and break what they own without even understanding what they are doing. But they can learn and grow. And Who would kill unruly children for being mischievous? Is there anything else?
Ja, gibt's leider auch bei euch genug, die das machen würden.
Tell me about your village.
We used to be nomads. We would go wherever Tia Freddy needed us until we healed the place. But the people of the sea came and hurt this place so much that my people had to stay here for a long time. For so long that they created this village, Vigigido, the place of the healed wound. Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Es ist einer der von den Gemäßigten. Aber ja, es zeigt halt ganz deutlich, dass der Weg, den ich hier eingeschlagen habe, definitiv der richtige ist. Oder der, mit dem ich mich auch am meisten identifizieren kann, tatsächlich. Finde ich wieder schön, dass es hier so eine Auswahlmöglichkeiten gibt. Mal kurz was schauen. Ich glaube, diesen Fähigkeiten... Auch gar nicht hier auf der Insel, sehe ich gerade tatsächlich. Jetzt gedacht, dass das hier in einem Abschnitt wäre. Ist das gar nicht. Ich gehe mal kurz zu dem Fähigkeitenkristall. Oder Alter, ich habe den nämlich, glaube ich, noch gar nicht. Okay, hier sieht er mal, kann einfach was durchkommen. Auch spannend. Ah, hier. Haben wir das auch? Wer ist er hier? Ist einfach nur so rum. Okay. Gut. So. Wie ich nicht mehr gestört werde. Warum heißt es was gleich hier? Ich muss vorstellen, dass ich eventuell direkt hoch muss.
He's over there.
Signora, Bertir Tumad Donegat. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you're a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karadec.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Das wäre eine komische Formulierung, ihnen anbieten, den Rebellen beizutreten.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where to find them.
We could help you join them, but we need this tree bark. It's the only way to prove that the priests lied.
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away, Donegad. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Iselt.
Wir bleiben erstmal hier, weil ich würde gerne noch diesen Dungeon ansehen, auch wenn ich wieder vermute, dass ja, man da wieder nicht weiterkommt. Ich kennt man da so ein bisschen tatsächlich. Aber schon kann ich mir ihn ja trotzdem. Ist ja gleich hier drüben. Das ist wieder eine Höhle. Haben wir mal einen Sicherheitsspeicherstand. Schauen wir mal, was hier ist. Okay, das ist nur ein Durchgang. Spannend. Hochkönig, Kampfhandschuhe und Beinkleider. Okay, ist jetzt noch nicht so viel besser. So, eher schlechter. Okay. Also sieht es auf jeden Fall, dass später nochmal was stattfindet. Dann gehen wir mal zurück. Und dann müssen wir jetzt aktuell gerade nicht. Dann schauen wir mal, was sie hier zu ihren Lügengeschichten zu erzählen haben. Die. Genau, erst gehen wir natürlich hier mit den. Wo haben wir dann hier? Das ist mal wichtiger.
Shiora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Shiora?
No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies.
You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Shiora, what's written on it?
Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here, and even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village.
So they lied. They mocked us, and insulted the memory of our mother.
I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree?
I think so too. Come on, let's go. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
Das ist kein Problem.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Anol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Shiora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
Jo. Da sieht man jetzt wieder, dass bei diesen religiösen Spinnern halt wirklich kein bisschen glauben kann. Das ist keine Ahnung, die wievielte Quest, die wir jetzt machen, wo die irgendwelchen Käse machen. Die Holzfällerei. Orte die Stimmt, genau. Das ist auch noch so eine Quest hier. Die können wir, die machen wir jetzt gleich mal hinten dran. So. Dann kommen wir jetzt gleich zum nächsten Punkt, der halt nicht so cool ist. Die großen Bäume. Oh, das sieht doch schön aus. Sie haben es tatsächlich schön geschafft, hier wieder eine Stimmung von einem richtigen Wald zu erzeugen. Das hat zuletzt ja nur Kingdom Come Deliverance tatsächlich geschafft. Ach, Scheiße. Ja.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. But the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come
Naja,
in.
ich meine, wir wissen ja inzwischen,
Do not force us to use our...
wer da seine Finger gespielt hat.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Das glaube ich nicht. Gucken wir mal.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
Okay, krass.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses. so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these 3 men be poisoned?
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
You don't seem completely sure of yourself. Nobody could have just slipped in.
No, I assure you. The last ones to pass by here were the hunters who delivered us game 2 days ago.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Okay. Naja, könnte schon sein, dass die damit zu tun haben. Würde mich nicht mal wundern, tatsächlich.
This is our prey, Rennikes. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Ja, ich meine.
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Rennikes, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poisoned? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Darauf bestehen, es besprechen. Okay.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an Andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Rennikes invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Okay. So. Interessante Variante jetzt hier. Oben ist ein Lagerbereich. Die sind gar nicht aufgedeckt übrigens. Und dann war noch was. Hier doch. Das waren die Jäger, ne? Ja. Die Vertriebene, Eingeborene.
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
Fragen, warum sie hier
You're
leben.
very isolated here.
It's
When
okay, das.
there. Do you?
I'll leave you.
Okay, ja gut, können sie ja machen. Noch ein Lagerfeuer hier. So. Jetzt das finde ich jetzt komisch, dass ja. Dass man dafür jetzt wieder sonst für hinreißen soll, dass sie selber löst. Und löst eigentlich auch immer alles selber. Ich glaube, der war ganz oben in dem Palast. Meine ich. Ja, Obergeschoss.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes. A strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Okay.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir. But I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Ja gut, das ist aber jetzt eine Main-Quest. Die machen wir später. Machen wir erstmal hier. Warte mal. Schön, dass er jetzt einfach hier die Questreihenfolge wieder ändert. Wo ist denn jetzt die Mission hin? Okay. Die Holzfällerei abgebrochen? Wieso das denn? Was ist denn das für ein Scheiß? Hä? Okay. Wieso bricht denn hier einfach so eine Quest ab? Was ist das denn für ein Käse? Ja, gut. Hä? Das verstehe ich jetzt nicht. Das hier. Ah, Brief von Lady Moran. Zu den Händen des Gesandten der Kongregation. Eure Exzellenz. Eine Botschaft informierte mich über Ankunft einer Delegation seiner Hoheit Prinz de West, angeführt von seiner Tochter. Falls es euch möglich ist, würde ich euch bitten, schnellstmöglich nach Neuss-Ruin zurückzukehren. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich auf diese rechtsverstörende Ankunft der Familie, dieser Familie auf die Fähre reagieren soll. Ich hoffe, dieser Brief erreicht euch bei bester Gesundheit. Okay. Zugang zu... Was wird sie kaufen? Wow. Was ist das denn? Oh, ihr doof seid. Das finde ich jetzt aber auch komisch, dass diese Quest jetzt hier auf einmal nicht abgeschlossen werden kann. Was ist das denn? Okay, das ist merkwürdig. Lager des Steingolems. Okay.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Okay.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Höhle des Wissens.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are among them. A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Katasak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay.
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else.
Okay. Nun.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Arbeitsnotizen. Die Eingeborenen haben uns vor einer riesigen Kreatur erzählt, die über die Höhen herrschte, und die Statue, die wir gefunden haben, könnte eine Darstellung von ihr sein. Es ist eine große geflügelte Bestie, die wendig und flugfähig zu sein scheint, aber ihr Körper sieht verletzlich und ungeschützt aus. Natürlich ist das nur eine Darstellung und wir werden eine Kreatur leibhaftig sehen müssen und diese Beobachtung bestätigen.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasak.
Bit of poison on my blade.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? These vials look familiar. Katasak used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well, let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Okay. Ja gut. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich hier abkürzen kann. Natürlich kann ich nicht abkürzen. Schade. Hier ist noch ein Weg. Offensichtlich waren wir da auch schon einmal. Okay, das ist hier so eine kleine Abkürzung. Immerhin. Ja, lass die Gegner in Ruhe. Also, dass man die Quest jetzt nicht abschließen konnte, finde ich irgendwie doof tatsächlich. Jetzt bin ich, glaube ich, wieder. Das ist komisch gelaufen. Man soll doch diese Niaks eigentlich nicht angreifen. Schön, dass ich mein eigenes
From this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
Then they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Ja gut, wir können ihm Geld anbieten.
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To loosen up anything else.
I need to be going.
I would very much like...
Okay. Eine Gruppe Verbrecher töten. Reisen Sie auf der Hut. Es wurden Verbrecher beobachtet, die um die Wasserquelle im Osten herumstreuen. Ihre Lager ist sicher in der Nähe, daher empfehlen wir dringend, diese Gegend zu meiden. Mr. Speer. Erkundungsmission im Wald im Norden. Ja, das ist aber keine Prio.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Okay, wieder irgendwelche komischen Tränke machen. Was ich nicht kann. Und es ist ja schön, dass hier sowas ist, aber ich kann das halt nicht. Trankigen Wissenschaft 1? Wann habe ich in Wissenschaft geskillt? Oder ist es hier? Ja, Wissenschaft +1. Das ist die Rüstung. Okay. Gut.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Also manchmal sind die Logiken hier echt komisch.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Almanawi. How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have any idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked. Decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything, let me know.
Okay, also das ist aber nochmal eine wichtige Information. So.
You saved me. The nurse told
we were
posting them.
Den Dialog kennen wir ja schon.
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Gut.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Die Stimme des Toten, ja, das hört sich ja auch optimistisch an. Okay. Manchmal würde ich mir ja wünschen, dass die Spots ein bisschen näher ran wären tatsächlich. Die sind schon mal 1000 Wege laufen, ne?
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield. I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the Vorst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Okay. Dies ist eine Möglichkeit, einen Charakter loszuwerden, die man nicht mehr benötigt.
Katisach. Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
Gute Intuition Level 2 habe.
The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair. What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadaktas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Okay. Also was ich ein bisschen zugeben muss, was mich hier gerade stört an den Quests jetzt hier gerade, ist dieses unnütze Hin- und Hergerenne. So hätte man das nicht ein bisschen so gestalten können. Wie denke ich gerade lang gegangen? Dass man hier nicht jedes Mal sonst eine halbe Weltreise machen muss. Ich persönlich ein bisschen nervig gerade. Wo läuft ich denn lang?
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegat.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoigse. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember. Or write in your language what I shall. Near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it is spare.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Doren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
Warum sollte ich dann geben, ich die Sachen noch nicht habe?
I'll go and get the ingredients you require, and I'll find you there when the moment has come.
Safe travels.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, macht ja gar keinen Sinn. Also wie gut, dass ich dieses Wissenschaftsding noch habe. Jetzt brauchen wir halt schon wieder irgendwelche Mittelchen. Sind die Möglichkeit... noch reden?
Ongos.
What do you want, Renaixi?
I must leave.
Blind? Hier. Oh Gott. So. Aber ich finde es echt gut, dass hier dass das Questsystem so ist, dass man die Sachen auch nicht stundenlang selber suchen muss, sondern dass da wirklich alles ein bisschen noch markiert ist. Weil, ja, also, bin ganz ehrlich. Dieses Rumgerenne hier aktuell ist ein bisschen, naja. Hassfressororgane, okay. Jetzt muss ich nochmal dahinter laufen. Oh, Leute, ey. Nochmal den ganzen Weg da hoch. Lager des Steinbogens. Also das, ja, finde ich, muss es jetzt nicht sein. So. Also, das wirkt jetzt hier doch ein bisschen arg in die Länge gezogen. Hier auch noch kämpfen muss. Ja, ist doch gut, stimmt.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katusak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Ausbesserungsorgane. Ja. Das sind dann genau die drei offensichtlich. So. Keine Ahnung, ob das jetzt hier Mitternacht ist. Und ich muss halt schon wieder da hoch. Mein Gott, wieso ist denn das hier nicht hier oben markiert? Mein Gott, ey. Also das ist jetzt hier gerade echt unnötig. Sorry, Spiel. Ja. Why you do that? So.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. But the moon is not yet high enough. Would you like to wait with me?
Yes. I'll keep you company.
Sit then in that case.
and remain silent. I must meditate. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodox. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, de talamen kantebedam en antelam verfractangom.
Katasak! Help me! Please!
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one Renaigse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself! Come on!
Okay.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice.
Do you know where to look for him? Vinbar has been missing for moons.
The kings and queens could tell me when they saw him for the last time.
Then you must earn their trust. Arm yourself with patience and courage on Olmenawi. Your journey is still long.
Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
Okay. Finbar habe ich auch schon mal gehört. Gut. Finde die Spur. Okay, na gut. Na, das können wir halt genauso gut. Übrigens, gerade war ich hier links schon. Geht mir gerade so auf. Da ist noch was unentdeckt. Hier links. Ja, no, ich muss hier schon runter. Spiel. Was war das denn? Hä? Was ist denn das jetzt für eine Logik? Kann ich denn hier nicht runter? Was ist denn das denn? Hä? Wurf ist Spiel. Jetzt geht's. Silberfall. Hier war ich noch nicht, okay. Fertigkeiten.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
So. Jetzt wurden aber noch 75, da muss ich mir mal ein bisschen was organisieren. Haben wir jetzt ein bisschen... Ja. Ausführlich, was Dings angeht. Was das Nutzen bei Sachen angeht. Wow. So, wo ist denn das? Kann ich die Quest noch nicht machen? Finde die Spur. Auf der Spur des Hochkönigs. Ah, okay, ja, deswegen soll ich die Quest machen, weil ich die Leute dazu befragen soll. Ja, okay, verstanden. So, dann machen wir. Was ist denn? So. Nee, nach Süden. Ja, ja. König Ulan.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I'm looking for your High King Vinbar. I was told that you were one of the last people to see him.
I wouldn't know where you could find him. He disappeared moons ago, but you are our ally, our friend. I will tell you about the last time I met with him. We had met in the council at Dorhad Genadu to decide what to do about the Renaigse, but we were unable to come to an understanding. Some of us are full of violence and refuse to see what we gain by befriending your kind. Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas, and only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vinbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with En on Milfrictiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago. You should travel to Wen Shavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Okay. Wir machen aber... Ja, okay, brauche ich gar nicht. Sind nicht richtig gegangen. Gut. Das war das Ding, ja, wahrscheinlich.
Birt Tiltomad on Almanawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse? I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi, and I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island, but I was hoping someone here might know where he's hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
Okay.
Goodbye. What I am saying.
Tirtumad. It is rare to see Renaigse here. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island, but someone here in this village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. But you will not find her here. Anything else?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vinbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaigse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the Enolmil Frichtimen.
He is becoming a Nadaig. It is the fate of the wisest among us.
Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Wa'aulamsek.
Würde das nicht eigentlich schon reichen? Ich habe ja jetzt mit 2 Leuten gesprochen. Und hier muss ich wieder jetzt irgendwie einen kleinen Käse machen.
Is there some...
You must know the High King Vinbar. What can you tell me about him?
He was one of the greatest Donegada. Wise amongst the wise. But the arrival of the Renaigse troubled him. He was afraid that you would be like the people of the sea. He traveled the island far and wide, saw the other kings and queens, and consulted the other Donegada. And then he spent more and more time speaking with Enolmil Frichtimen. He moved away from us, until we hardly saw him at all. Anything else?
You seem to be close to Sarah. Could you tell me about her?
She is my friend. She is a great warrior. One of the village's greatest protectors. But her love for Vinbar is stronger than our friendship. And stronger than her duties to the village. I am afraid for her, Renaigse. Afraid of what she might do in order not to lose him. Because she is untamable. And when she makes her mind about something, she does not change it. Anything else?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
So, warte mal. War noch eine Dingens.
Is there some...
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
I don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Ich meine, da war ich sogar schon.
Thank you for your...
Ich rede mal mit dem hier oben, vielleicht weiß der das. Denn, so wie es aussieht, geht die Quest wieder erst weiter, wenn ich alles haarklein mit den Leuten besprochen habe. Man kennt das ja so ein bisschen, Rollenspiellogik.
Might I do so?
I heard talk about a Cavern of Knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tiafradi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What I want to say.
Deswegen, genau, war mir fast klar, dass ich das noch machen musste, weil sonst... Ja, wie gesagt. Rollenspiellogik. Ja. So. Gucken wir mal hin. von hier gekommen? Ach, hier. Gehen wir da mal hin. Ich würde sagen, der Eingang dürfte eigentlich auch gar nicht mehr versiegelt sein. Dann eigentlich sollte man hier schon mal gewesen sein, tatsächlich.
Speak, savage. What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you?
Das hört sich schwer danach zu leben an.
Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is
Right.
time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We could wait until nightfall to set her free, and avoid fighting these scholars.
Hey, warum sollte man die nicht bekämpfen? Bist du doof? Mir doch scheißegal. Nicht bekämpfen wir die. What the fuck? Ja, wobei. Ja, ich habe ja gespeichert.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Wie denn?
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Manchmal muss es auch auf die Fresse geben. Ding ist das.
Halt! Who goes there? But I recognize this face. Lord de Sardet. What a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a Cavern of Knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon. And to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in deranged jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Ugh, free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Was für Idioten.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
Okay. Wo ist sie jetzt hin? Ach da. Doof sein. Ich dachte, in dieser Höhle wären wir schon mal gewesen. Ich würde sagen, das kommt mir doch relativ bekannt vor hier.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
Nun, weiter geht's. So, reden. Oder auch nicht. War ich hier nicht schon mal? Offensichtlich war das andere, oder?
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
So ein bisschen was von Call of Cthulhu, so ein bisschen. Ich das mal ein bisschen an. Okay.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Doneigad, becoming a Nadaig Menemen. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Doneigad are metamorphed differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Doneigad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Okay. Samen zur Bergpforte.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seats.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The Caverns of Knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place, where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
Okay. Das ist ziemlich viel Mühe gegeben hier.
On this one, we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enolmir Frichtimen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us. And that Constantine is with him. And that he is still alive.
Who is Constantine? I thought you were looking for Vinbar.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu. But I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadaktus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand why.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? I don't understand. My head spins. I need to breathe fresh air. I shall await you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Jo, schauen wir mal. Der Weg hinten scheint nicht mehr wirklich relevant zu sein. Gut, das war einfach. Finde einen farbigen Bär. Das war jetzt aber echt vergleichsweise kurz tatsächlich. Ach, das war das, wo es hier jetzt beim letzten Mal auch nicht weiterging. Gut. Mal gucken, ob das ohne größere Komplikationen funktioniert. Wie komme ich jetzt hier runter? Ah, hier. Erzwungene Diplomatie habe ich gerade freigeschaltet.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry. and find this
Okay, ich hätte
passage
auch
to
mal
the
die
northern mountain
Augen
before she
noch machen
decides to come and fight us directly.
Gerade Folgen gerade nicht gesehen, oder? Habe ich mich erschreckt. Doof ist. So. Jetzt hier hoch. Ja, das scheint sie wohl, ja, nicht so gut gefunden zu haben. Ja, dass man diese eine Quest nicht fertig machen konnte, finde ich mir noch ein bisschen komisch. Ich schaff schon wieder falsch. Ja, ist doch gut, schön. Wie gesagt, die Zwischenhände lasse ich halt weg, weil die keinen Sinn machen. Ja, gar nichts.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vimbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
Deswegen ist man da beim letzten Mal auch nicht weitergekommen, als ich hier da war. Hätte man beim letzten Mal schon reingehen können, aber Spiel soll. Ja. Viele Spuren. Schrecken der Monster. So. Ich mach ein bisschen was. Wow. Das spare ich mir. Oha. Das sieht aber sympathisch aus. Hallo, tschüss. Jetzt muss ich ja wieder kämpfen. Los hier. Okay. Eigentlich mal hier runter. Gut. Na. Irgendwas Spannendes? Nö. Munition. Irgendwas? Hier verschlingt sich das wieder so. Das Hilsengebirge. Ja, wir kommen dem Zentrum immer näher, tatsächlich. Das wäre mir fast ein bisschen nach Ende aus, so möglich ist zumindest. Endgame-Content. So geil aus. Okay.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here.
Und dass man über Wasser laufen kann.
Bloodied feathers.
I've seen some big birds in my days at sea, but none had feathers this size.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry.
Okay.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Das meint er.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Menundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin captive. I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
Eitmo!
Ja, schade.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Eingeborene -3. Ja, geil. Samen. Ja, das ist natürlich jetzt nicht so cool. Die Handschuhe brauche ich nicht. Fähigkeiten etwa brauche ich tatsächlich auch nicht mehr.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Große offene Gebiete in Rollenspielen.
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine, if he's still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly.
Nein, Weg, dieses Tor zu öffnen.
This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Nun. Die Zähne des Himmels. Finde Konstantin. Das hört sich so dermaßen nach Endgame gerade an hier. Deswegen konnte man wahrscheinlich auch die Quest nicht zu Ende machen. Wäre nur schön gewesen, wenn man das irgendwie so ein bisschen angekündigt hätte. So nach dem Motto, ja, ne? Wenn ihr das sagen soll, legt ihr erledigte Sachen oder so.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by
bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving. He will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad!
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaigse to understand.
Leave him!
Das sieht komisch aus. Okay.
Let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Oh.
That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
Schwarzer Schmetterling, oder was? Ja, fast. Aua.
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
Okay. Jetzt bin ich gespannt, was er meinte. Von wegen, er hat die Wunde gesehen.
Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Gut, schauen wir mal. Gehen aber vorher kurz speichern. Und dann würde ich jetzt richtig auch lieber Kurt mitnehmen. Okay, speichern. So. Was für eine Narbe meinte der? Ich meine, bisher war das ja so, dass die eigentlich immer recht hatten mit ihren Sachen. Oder fast immer.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason.
I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Flicterman?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Okay. Das wirkt aber auch alles ein bisschen seltsam. Die sind sehr, sehr seltsam. Ein neuer Hochkönig. Das geht auf jeden Fall noch weiter als nicht am Ende des Spiels. Wirkt ja gerade so. Aber ich glaube, das Ende wird hier, wirklich in diesem Berg hier stattfinden. So ein bisschen Munition verballert. Warte mal, wir nehmen mal vorsichtshalber. Ja, okay, die gibt's ja gar nicht. Ob man hier so einen Schlaftrunk kaufen kann. So. Ja.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertonsidach. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frichtemann, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Okay.
Who will win the vote in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the three chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the others. If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave.
Qua awel.
Okay, ja. Nun. Gewinne des Vertrauens einem Anwärter. Boah, jetzt bin ich gerade am Überlegen, wer von denen ich glaube, er war das, der relativ umsichtig tatsächlich war. Hat schon Schaden gemacht, der. Gut, ich habe auch fast nichts in Ausdauer gesteckt tatsächlich. Ich glaube, er war das hier ne, mit den. Was ist denn hier los? So. Ich meine, Ulan war das, mit dem wir bisher auch das meiste so zu tun hatten, tatsächlich.
To what do I owe the pleasure
Ulan
of
war
your
das.
visit?
Mit denen will ich tatsächlich auch am ehesten mich gut
I
stellen wollen.
regret to inform you that your High King, Vinbar, is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you, if you were to be named High King. I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Henon Miel Frichtemann.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Karant's Vignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High Kings.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first Guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first Guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by his spears, and its entrance by a large dead tree. But beware. The Nadaig will not let you enter without a fight. Anything else?
Ja, also wie gesagt, ich werde am ehesten mit ihm das
Now
machen.
we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Henon Miel Frichtemann?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
Are you certain that you've chosen the right ally? If not, we can go and find another. What's a little menial work when compared to the fate of this whole island?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Hä? Was war das für ein komischer Dialog jetzt?
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. Will you come with me?
Ja, machen wir.
Of course. I'd be happy to be by your side. Let's go.
Gut. Dann machen wir erstmal die Nebenquest mit ihr. Hat er eigentlich noch eine Quest?
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Ich glaube, mit Ulan hat man tatsächlich die besten. Also ja, man könnte hier natürlich sagen, er ist da vielleicht ein bisschen naiv, was Frieden angeht, aber die anderen sind halt so diese, dann nicht viel besser als die Chilenen. Und daher kann ich mir vorstellen, dass das die beste Entscheidung wäre. So, schauen wir mal, was... ja.
Shiora, Asir, always with your new friends. Vertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
I'm only here to accompany Siora.
I came to give our mother back to the earth, Iseld. It is high time we did, I know. Performing the ritual might help me feel less empty. Iseld, I miss her too. Did you go to Vasrigan? No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada. I was afraid I would not do things properly.
Ich glaube, wir haben schon so das war immer noch auf freundlich. Hier mit Siora zum Grabhügel. Machen wir das dann mal. Aber es ist krass, dass halt so diese beiden Sachen, die wir jetzt gemacht haben, jetzt dieser -6 an das Support gegeben hat. Was ist da drüben? Warte mal, was? Ach so, ich kann... Ach ja, vergiss es. Ja, ist dumm. Ist doch das Lager in der Nähe, oder etwa nicht? Habe ich gerade den Lager in der Nähe gesehen? Okay, oder auch nicht, ja. Gut. Dann gehen mal diese lange Stückchen mal wieder zu Fuß. Ich dachte, da wäre ein Lager hier gewesen. Was ist denn hier? Keins in der Nähe. Was ist das für ein Käse? Gut, ja dann gehen wir zu Fuß. Mal wieder. Ach Gott. Ich bin jetzt hingelaufen. Wo wolltest hier hin? Was sind denn jetzt hier die Aufgänge? Mein Gott, ich hab mich schon wieder. Kommt man denn hier nicht lang? Meine Güte. Ja, dann geh halt hier oben irgendwo lang. So. Ja, eigentlich solltest du nicht nach Westen gehen, sondern nach Osten. Komisch, dass da kein Dings in der Nähe ist, kein Lager. Das ist ein bisschen Gegner im Speicher.
We are approaching Gothigan. This is where I will perform the ritual. This burial mound has been the final resting place of our queens for generations. It must be prepared before we can start the ritual. Something's wrong. Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
She's right. Something isn't quite normal.
There. Canelands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound.
Soll ich jetzt besiegen oder was? Tatsächlich. Okay.
You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests.
Oh,
Otherwise,
also jetzt
they'll
kommen
just
hier
keep
nicht
coming
wieder
back.
so ein Dings dazu. Ja, Junge, du musst mich auch wieder aufstehen lassen. Also. Meine Güte. Mein Gott. Ja, ich spann mir jetzt mal das Rücken. Oh, ich hab noch eine.
These beasts will no longer trouble the peace of our queen. All we have to do now is to take care of the ceremony.
Okay.
Is there anything else to prepare?
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for the ritual.
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves, but otherwise the village artisan probably sells them. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will have to coat my mother's body with it before giving her back to the earth. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to prepare it ourselves. The merchants won't sell it. Once we have gathered these last items, then Isolde and I will be able to perform the ritual. I thank you for being by my side and helping me the way you are. It means a lot to me.
Don't mention it, Siora.
Das fällt dir jetzt ein, wo wir hier sind. Hätten wir das nicht vorher machen können. Wie du doof bist. Also wirklich. Jetzt darf ich hier also nochmal... Was ist denn das für eine Scheiße? Ey, Leute. Also wirklich. Jetzt darf ich hier nochmal zurückrennen, um das jetzt herzustellen. Also was ist denn... Mein Gott, ey. Hätte man das nicht vorher machen können? Nein, da wird man erst dazu gedrängt, hier nochmal herzulaufen. Und hier gibt es auch keine Möglichkeit, sich irgendwie hier hinzuporten. Ich muss jetzt also noch zweimal laufen, Leute. Also das ist nicht so cool. Hätte man jetzt wenigstens noch was zum Porten hinmachen können. Also das ist nicht geil hier. So, das fällt ihr dann ein, wenn sie hier in diesem Ding ist, dass sie noch Balsamierungssalbe braucht. Also... Leute, das muss nicht sein. Warum ist denn hier kein Lager in der Nähe? Also das ist jetzt nicht cool. Also wirklich nicht. Das sind so Methoden aus keine Ahnung wann. Mann, 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 Mann. Hier finde ich es auch krass, dass es auch heißt, hier, das soll man selber herstellen, das kann man nicht kaufen. Was ist denn, wenn ich das nicht gelevelt habe? Ja, komm, kann ich die Quest nicht weitermachen, oder wie? So, hä? Ich habe diese Wissenschaftler jetzt auch nur, weil, ja. Wissenschaft 1, ne? Also, hätte ich das nicht, könnte ich die Quest jetzt nicht weitermachen. Was ist denn das für ein Quatsch? Also, in manchen Punkten ist das Spiel echt seltsam. Sollte ich hier nicht 2 Sachen machen? Ach so, Räuchergefäße habe ich sogar. So, jetzt darf ich da nämlich wieder zurücklaufen. Also das ist halt... Das ist nicht gut designt. Ne, also... Also das ist jetzt echt unnötig, tatsächlich. Naja. Gibt natürlich Abzug in der B-Note sowas, ne? Dass man nicht sagt, ja, hier, ich bin gerade eh irgendwo. Lass uns mal eben, bevor wir da reingehen, eine Balsamierungssalbe holen. Und das nicht erst dann machen. Nee. Wo denn? Nee, das will ich ja machen. Keine Ahnung, wie das hieß, ja. So. Ich hätte auch das Ding hier nehmen können. Das ist also ein bisschen angenehmer zu laufen. Ja, oder nicht. Gut, dass ich immer so ein Zeug wie das hier mal alles mitnehme. hier durchkomme. So. Hier ist ja auch, die waren halt schon mal drin. Ich weiß noch, wofür es gut ist.
Here we are. It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where her head will be, and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could to help me. And I am infinitely grateful for it. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. But only my sister and I can participate in the ceremony. This is how our ritual of the dead is performed. Do you understand?
Ja, dann müssen wir jetzt ja gehen, oder nicht? Hä?
There. Everything is in place. Thanks again, Onal Manawi. My sister should be joining me soon. You should wait outside. Oh, these rituals are demanding. But they help us to say goodbye to those we love. You have been a true friend. A Karans, accepting to help me the way you did. Thank you. I will never forget the kindness you displayed. Conforming to our customs and staying by my side.
It's only natural, Siora. I know what it feels like to lose someone who is dear to you.
We should go now. It is time to return to the living.
Level 28. Wir haben einen Teil. Was haben wir? Ein Attribut, ne? Gutspunkt. So, dann wäre dann Genauigkeit gemaxt. Jetzt können wir wieder zurücklaufen. Also hier... Ja. Hier, liebe Quest-Designer, habt ihr ein Lager vergessen. So. So, dann haben wir noch das Joras Quest gemacht. Ging jetzt zum Glück schnell. Die von Kurt ist ja schon erledigt und von Vasco glaube ich auch. Dann können wir uns auf die Suche nach dieser Krone begeben. Ich liegt die anderen gar nicht. Das hatte ich jetzt so, reicht mir schon da. So, nochmal. Ich frage mich gerade, ob es nicht besser ist. Also selbst wenn die mich ich mach das mal, dass ich gehe mal was zu den anderen und guck mal, ob die anderen mich auch unterstützen würden. Wir machen das mal so rum. Ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass es eventuell wichtig ist, dass wir auch die anderen auf unserer Seite haben. Unabhängig davon, unabhängig davon, ob wir denen dann diese Krone geben. Ich glaube, er hier, muss mal so gucken, ob die uns überhaupt unterstützen würden.
Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onol Menawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead? And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendon told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bloodmead was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Menawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
If you were to prove your loyalty, then it's possible in exchange I would help you.
What do you want from me?
For you to help us in our assault against the secret camp of the Soul Lasser. The one in which they are torturing my people.
What do you intend to do exactly?
Attack and destroy this camp, and those who live in it to set my people free.
And how am I supposed to help you?
My clan is powerful, but so are these Soul Lasser. I need more warriors. Eseld of the Gaius Rad is in my debt, but I'm afraid she might refuse to honor it after her clan was defeated. You know how to talk to people, and you are friends with her twin sister. I would like you to go and convince her to help me.
I suppose I could try at least.
That would be good. It would also be good if you could fight alongside us to set these prisoners free. Meet us near the camp with the forces you managed to assemble. Anything more? You must go talk to Iseld and convince her to fight, because without anything more...
I need to be going.
Okay, also... Ja, das kann man natürlich auch machen.
We should go and see the Mother Cardinal. It is her Inquisition, after all. If she finds out afterwards that we went to fight them without even informing her first, she might take offense.
Okay, das geht in eine krasse Richtung hier. Nein. Warum ist denn das jetzt hier nicht markiert? So. Ist halt die Frage, weil man kann ja, ich weiß ja nicht, ob man alle drei Sachen machen kann oder soll. Oder wenn ich einen unterstütze, das automatisch bedeutet, dass der Ding auch gewählt wird. Weil das geht ja hier schon in eine gewisse Richtung. So richtig gelaufen. Guck mal, was jetzt erzählen hat.
What brings you here, Honor Manawi?
I'm the bearer of bad.
We haven't seen him in a long time.
Glendan told me that you...
I am not looking for power, but Tiefradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaisse brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past. And chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become Hoi King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaisse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong, I will help you. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
I think you know about the conflict between my people and yours over a clearing?
Yes. One of your elders asked me to make sure you could access it again. Alas, I could not take care of it. I was busy with other problems.
Lady Morange was kind enough to talk with us to find a solution, and things were moving forward. Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That stopped the discussions. The old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, I agree. But not by your people. Not until we are sure we can trust you. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaisse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
Okay.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Oh, schwierig. Also wir haben jetzt 2 Optionen. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir alle 3 machen können. Zum einen ihn unterstützen und dafür sorgen, dass ja wieder ein bisschen mehr Also dass auf langfristige Sicht dafür gesorgt wird, dass ein besseres Verständnis im Thema Erde herrscht, was ich das ganz cool finde. Oder diplomatische Beziehungen verbessern. Genau genommen ist beides wichtig. Allerdings sind aber auch diplomatische Beziehungen nichts wert, wenn man kein Verständnis dafür hat, wie die Erde im Gleichgewicht gehalten werden kann. Das heißt, ich würde am ehesten seinen Weg wählen wollen. Witzigerweise den Ulan muss ich gar nicht mehr überzeugen, sehe ich gerade. Die anderen beiden muss ich noch überzeugen. Und dann muss ich die Krone finden. So wird das wahrscheinlich dann zusammenspielen, glaube ich. Der Preis des Blutes. Gehe zur verlassenen Mine, um die Lage dort zu beurteilen. Dazu machen wir mal kurz ein paar Minuten Pause. So, wir machen hier beim nächsten Mal so, ja, beim nächsten Mal geht es dann weiter mit dann den Quests hier. Müssen wir mal gucken, wie wir damit umgehen. Und ja, bis dahin, bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.